For Thanksgiving, many fans of Marvel superhero comics can give thanks to Iman Vellani for bravely calling out Disney CEO Bob Iger for the failure of the Marvels. I mean, and why shouldn't she? It's the CEO of Disney, who owns Marvel, that is responsible for greenlighting all of this mediocre content in the first place, and rushing it along before when the writers and visual effects artists need time to perfect their craft and make the quality better for viewers to watch. Now, this will surprise some of you, because an actor who starred in the Marvels had the courage to call out and blame the right people who are actually at fault, because they're the people who made the production of the movie possible: the writers, directors, producers, etc. Instead of calling out the so-called toxic fans who chose not to watch it when they aren't really that toxic. They're just too smart to accept any product without quality. And the thing about Iman Vellani is she isn't someone who is ready to suit up to be one of the next big Avengers. Like Ant-Man or Spider-Man, Iman Vellani and her character Ms. Marvel are friendly neighborhood heroes who care about helping the little guy and little gal when they are in trouble.
But I'd rather just stay on the ground for a little while. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Somebody's gotta look out for the little guy, right?
You turning me down? Okay. It's kind of a Springsteen-y, working-class hero vibe that I dig.
I don't think I'm ready for this.
You're Kamala Khan. You're gonna save the world. Then you're gonna save the world.
This is something I need to do.
Marvel fans need someone acting at Marvel Studios who will stand up for them and cut through the Hollywood hubris of Brie Larson, Kevin Feige, Rachel Zegler, Bob Iger, Nia DaCosta, and other smug schmucks like them. Oh, we can't forget about the head of Lucasfilm. We can't forget Lucasfilm producers like Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Headland. Hashtag please cancel the Acolyte. Now, the situation of calling out Bob Iger specifically for the Marvels, it's complicated, because Bob Chapek was actually the CEO when the Marvels was greenlit, produced, and filmed and reshot. And Bob Iger only became the CEO of Disney when Ms. Marvel was in the post-production stage, and then it got delayed by almost another year since Bob Iger became the CEO of Disney again on November 20, 2022. But in a way, yeah, okay, I guess most of it is Bob Chapek's fault. Most of the existence and failure of the Marvels is Bob Chapek's fault, but it is also partly Bob Iger's fault for retiring at the wrong time, leaving Bob Chapek in charge of Disney leaving Bob Chapek in charge of the Walt Disney Corporation shortly before the pandemic started, which is why Bob Chapek shut down Blue Sky and also greenlit too many projects at Marvel and Lucasfilm, and let the writers and the directors rush them along, and let the heads of Marvel and Lucasfilm, Kevin Feige and Kathleen Kennedy, rush along the writers, directors, and visual effects artists when they needed more time to make their Disney Plus shows and movies better. Bob Chapek is directly responsible for the failure of the Marvels, but Bob Iger is indirectly responsible for retiring from being Disney's CEO at a crucial moment, the month before the pandemic lockdown started. Either way, though, I really admire the bravery and heroism of Iman Vellani for becoming the Higglytown hero that Marvel deserves, who will gladly call out Bob Iger and Nia DaCosta for making a bad movie instead of encouraging harassment to herself and other actors who agreed to be in a bad movie. Iman Vellani knows how to be very diplomatic about this, because Iman Vellani and Stephen King both know that you shouldn't gloat for the failure of a movie that you expect to be bad when you don't actually want it to be bad. And Iman Vellani also taught me that if you're excited about something, or if someone else is excited about something, but you don't have faith in it being good, then let them be excited about it. And it's okay to offer constructive criticism to a bad or mediocre film or television show, but don't be a wet blanket against other people who, like myself, who might find something to enjoy in the Marvels. I mean, we know that it's not a good story and it was lazily put together, but it's still a fun superhero film that takes place in space and focuses on sisterhood and good teamwork. And despite the bad box office numbers and reviews of the Marvels, I still want to watch it in theaters because my mom and I already watched the first Captain Marvel movie, so we saw how the Captain Marvel fad begun a month before Avengers Endgame, so we want to see how this Captain Marvel fad ends in the Marvels. That disproves once and for all Kevin Feige's expectations for Carol Danvers to become the new face of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I don't know. Does anyone want me to do it again?
What? Don't be so modest.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, Captain Marvel won't cut it, but maybe Ms. Marvel will, because I really enjoyed the Ms. Marvel miniseries, and it did a good job of representing Pakistani culture, and I also respect the fact that Ms. Marvel treats Bruno Corelli as an equal partner to Kamala Khan when he is her white male best friend, because Kamala Khan was a very nice superheroine who doesn't look down on Bruno Corelli for being a white male with no superpowers, because he still had his own skills to bring to the table, because he's a really good scientist who got accepted into Caltech, and he's using his science knowledge to help Kamala Khan figure out how to control her superpowers, figure out what they are.